play action. Now it's Mahomes. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Mahomes now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To the air, Williams. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Williams going to look to throw again.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On play action, here's Williams.
They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's got some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This one downfield to Burks.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. C.J. Stroud, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the L.A. Chargers. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Jalen Hurts, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense and receiver Malik Neighbors headed onto the field, and he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. To the sideline and incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's Williams. Short throw caught by Pitts, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now a give to Taylor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
To throw, Williams.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He gets this one to Burks. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. And their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Here's Mahomes. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes. And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Mahomes will throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignment.